Hello everyone, welcome back to Sports Khabri and Arun Food. Hiren will probably not be joining us today, but Anava and I are here to review this game between Mohun Bagan Supergiant and Chennaiyin FC. Anava, you told me whether I care about Arsenal playing against Manchester City, jokingly, because of the dramatics we've had in this game. It's been incredible. Mohun Bagan took the lead through Johnny Kako, and then you had two goals from Chennaiyin FC in the second half, Jordan Murray and Ryan Edwards. Dimi Pertatos then equalized for Bagan in stoppage time, only for Irfan Yadwat to find the winner. So it's been an incredible game. How do you like to sum it up, Anna?
Um, After this week of football we've had, international football we've had, thank you for this. I seriously say this, thank you for this, because, wow, this was just, this was what the ISL can offer you. Of course, it was open play. Again, there were so many mistakes. And I would also say to certain people who've been calling for Vishal Kate to be playing in the national team, Vishal Kate today played like he used to play at Chennai, right? So this is the problem you have. And this match today proves to me that if you have a good day, we have a lot of Indian footballers who can be at a different level, but they do not have this standard and level of football in them every match day, weirdly. I don't know why, right? So this match proves Devjit on the line has always been one of the best goalkeepers we had. It's just when he has to come out, right? But also, yes, of course, Vishal Keth with that hand save of the season. But then Devjit does, I don't know, 2-3 saves of the season towards the end, right? And one thing which I also have to say is Habas not being there. You know, I think Habas would have gone berserk to see Mohun Bagan opening up in the way they were towards the end. And congratulations, Owen Coyle. I mean, that was wow. That was incredible. I mean, in the first half, I thought, okay, Chennai did have their chances before Mohun Bagan went ahead. And then I thought, okay, this is going to be a typical Mohun Bagan Supergiant game where they'll control things, they'll try and score a second, they'll try and score a third, they'll seal this match. But the way Chennai came back today is huge respect to Chennai FC. Because I think a lot of people after the last few matches, even after losing against Hyderabad, a lot of people said they are out of the top 6 race. And I've been saying this for weeks, for months. This top 6 race is the most insane race that we have ever seen. To me, that's the thing. But Separator says now Devjit deserves a call up to the Indian team. No, he doesn't. See, that's the problem. You take out a few actions, but you asked, you heard the commentator say, when he was trying to open play with, he puts the ball wide. That is the problem, guys. We have a problem of standard. But again, on the line, Devjit has won the I League for Mohun Bagan in the past. So therefore, it's an insane game, and this is the best that the ISL can really offer. This is the best entertainment can offer, and I enjoyed myself. You enjoyed yourself, and I think reading the comments, except if you're of course a Mohun Bagan fan, you will have enjoyed this game. And I don't understand in the 96th minute. Okay, it's 2-2. I understand. You fall behind Mumbai City in the league. You go for a third. Why do you open up your defense like that?
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about it.
Yep. No, I think it's hard to say, right, Anova, because I think they're obviously they've got the pressure of going for the title. 3 points here would have probably I would have taken them above Mumbai, and if they win the rest of their games, that's it. They're done. So probably they're looking at it from that perspective. But again, it's a crazy game. I see a lot of comments coming in. Mustafa, the first comment that came in today, said MBSG Kolkata. At this point, the game was 2-2.
Yeah,
it's you. That's why you don't speak too early. You never speak before the final whistle is blown, I guess. But yeah, a lot of people saying, yeah, Chennai crazy comeback, Indian there. Ryuk is slightly critical of Vishal Khed, who I wanted to talk about, Anu, actually. I wanted to ask you your perspective on Vishal Khed today, because the first goal I thought again it was savable, and the second
it was soft. It was soft.
It was soft, exactly, and the second one as well. I think you're the guy with the gloves. Anything around that area is, shouldn't you be claiming it?
I mean, the point to me is, with all, again, I talk about the word consistency. To me is something where I always say is, you have to be at the top of your game every game, and this is a problem with all our players. And again, that's why I'm saying that people who are, we're talking about Gurpreet Singh Sandhu a few days ago, and you have to talk about his performance. You don't go like that and cause a penalty against Afghanistan in that situation. But Vishal Kate today, the first one, even the second one, he totally misjudges the flight, and Ryan Edwards just
Exactly.
has to head it in, right? And the
Exactly.
third one, of course, why are you running out? Stay at least another 20-meter down. Let the defender try and catch the striker and be at least in the line, and let's see what the striker does, right? You allow Irfan Yadvad an easy first goal, ISL goal for the boy. I mean, and then you have to ask the question is, to me, um, uh, to me is, why, and that's the question of judgment, you know, and yeah, it's just something that was missing, and you saw certain players, how they were playing and how they were doing stuff, and again, my story, I was, when I was watching the match before, all this mayhem broke loose in the last 15-20 minutes. I was like, Yoni Kauko is the man, and Yoni Kauko has been the difference for this team. Why, Mohun Bagan, Super Giant have really come back. Of course, Habas off the field, but Kauko on the field has been. And on the other side, yeah, you see, I don't know if maybe there is a football god, because the penalty was not deserved. Let's be honest. This was, maybe there is a football god up there who said, you know what, you did not deserve to get this. To speak about opportunities, and to me is it's insane what happened. And that's something that looked to me, and wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I know. I mean, of course, let's put some context to this, because Mumbai City are now 2 points ahead with Mohun Bagan. They played the same number of games, but they still have to play each other, which is probably the big game. Yeah, but I don't know. You think Mumbai City will are a slight favorites now, although they have to play Mohun Bagan.
See, the advantage now for Mumbai City is going into that final game is, depending on what the next few results are. They can live in the draw in Kolkata. Mohun Bagan are now under pressure. They have to win matches.
Yeah,
You
yep,
know,
yep, yep.
so therefore, for Mumbai City, this is a huge result, huge result. But sorry, on the other side as well, for Chennai, they're suddenly back in the race for top six. I mean, this is, BFC yesterday took a little bit of advantage, moving on to 22, but Jamshedpur, Punjab, CFC all are now on 21, Northeast on 19, East Bengal on 18. For East Bengal, I guess it'll be tough, but for the others, I would, if you ask me who's going to go through, I don't know. And therefore for me, I mean, Mohun Bagan's worst case scenario could be if Mumbai City win their next few matches and Mohun Bagan actually loses another game. Mumbai City could go to Kolkata and have actually won the ISL Shield. That could also actually happen.
Yep,
this
yep.
this season has been, it has had so many twists and turns and this and that and everything. Wow. Yeah, great fun. Let's not talk always about the standard. That's a different discussion, I guess, after international matches. But the excitement of this Indian Super League has been insane. And if a Chennaiyin can go to Kolkata, and go there and win 3-2 in the style they did, other teams after that penalty would have broken and would have allowed Mohun Bagan actually to get a third and win this game. So therefore, huge respect to Owen Coyle and his team.
Yep. Anava, you said, yeah, I mean, I think Mohun Bagan today weren't at their best, but Rachit making a bold prediction. He says, "Mark my words, Mohun Bagan will drop points against Bengaluru or Punjab." You think that's a possibility?
Yeah, that is a possibility. This
Okay.
this league is so insane. That's why I'm also saying it doesn't also mean that Mumbai City will win all their games, right? So therefore,
Yeah.
every team in this league can win against each other. So this is now there is something, and we also saw some of the things that we saw earlier this week in the you know uh, uh, um, you know in the international game is the deficiencies or the lack of quality maybe in the one or the other players. We saw that with decision making. I felt some of the decision making again. Vishal Kate discussed. Liston the same. Liston got in some very very good. Uh, 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 you know. Uh, 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 so therefore, to me, it doesn't matter, and so therefore, let's see what happens. And separator to me, it doesn't matter who is facing whom in this league. Top six, top five, and the rest, and even Hyderabad, you have to win. Mumbai City first has to win tomorrow in Hyderabad. It is not a given. It's not something which is sorted. This is not a predictor game where you predict and say that. So for me, therefore. Every team needs to win their games. Very simple. It's like yesterday, right? Some people thought, okay, you know what? Blasters go ahead in Jamshedpur. They're not going to win it. Did they? know
Mm.
they didn't. So to me, therefore, this is a very exciting game and makes it very very interesting. Uh, uh, um, and therefore, let's see, let's see.
Yep. Some more chats coming in, Arava. It's yeah, it is probably been the best season of the ISL so far. Separators, it's incredible because you don't know who's going to make the top six. You don't know who's going to win the title yet, and it's just getting better every week.
And
And
and Rahul, therefore, the concept, of a playoffs. I remember in the
yeah,
first season of the ISL when the conversation was in regard to the playoffs. I wasn't a big fan of the playoffs. It's like,
yeah,
nah, what's the use of it, right? And even in the first season, you saw, right, out of 8 teams, 4 qualifying, playoffs, this, that, everything. It adds something. It adds something which I know in Germany they've discussed it a few times in the past, discussing, hey, should we actually have a top six playoff in the Bundesliga, whatever, blah blah blah. But the fans say, no, 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 we want the league. The league winner is the league winner. The Dutch have sort of a playoffs for the European spots. So therefore, for me, this this table this situation is just insane. It's just insane.
absolutely incredible. I know. I think we have to talk about the other side of the table as well. Chennaiyin, big win for them because now it takes them to 21 points, 19 games played. They're in ninth. They're a point behind BAFC, who are sitting sixth, but they played a game more. So, yeah, I mean, Chennai also have a lot to fight for. You think this win can motivate them to sort of really pose a threat? Because I, for one, actually was not too afraid of Chennai because I just felt like the games I played before the break, they weren't really lethal, but they've come out strong. They've come out with a big win, and they've got Jamshedpur, Northeast, and Goa in their final three. You think? I think that's not a bad set of fixtures to have in final three.
The point for Chennai was that I felt they played very well against Odisha, and they played very well against Mohun Bagan, but they bottled it against Hyderabad, for example.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
so therefore I go back. They next play Jamshedpur. That's Thursday. That's a top six clash sort of made in heaven. They then they then face Northeast United, another top six clash, and then they finish against Goa, right? So so
yeah.
so for them, for again, that's what I'm saying. Every game is now important. That's why Mohun Bagan, at Mumbai City, most probably the whole team, they'll be will watch have watched the match. This gives Mumbai City even more motivation tomorrow to win, right? So therefore, some of those Indian boys will also want to prove something that they're not as bad as they looked the other day against Afghanistan. So therefore, it puts the next 2 weeks. Guys, get ready for a super ride. This is going to be the ISL is going to be fun now. So therefore, let's look forward to the next few weeks.
Yeah, Econ alone saying as a Mumbai fan, he just wants to win the League Shield. No, you look at it that way as well. I'm sure League Shield, of course, probably at the end of the day tells you the best story of the tournament, that this team was probably better than the rest rather than the winners, eventual winners of the ISL trophy.
Um, if I look at the season, you know, I'll be honest to you. For me, if I look at all this, what has happened, and look at the season, and if I look at it up to now, and see that Mumbai City is top of it, of course, people will say I'm biased, but I'll say it with coach change, a coach who had no clue about the league. You had to release certain players. Certain players wanted to go home, and you still are top of the league. So therefore, if you ask me now, after round 19, it's very, very clear that Mumbai City deserves to win it, and I hope they don't bottle it.
Yeah, it's it's a weird one. Yeah, Rachit saying hopefully Mohun Bagan drops points against BFC. More than that, I need my team to pick up points because it's important for us to win that game. So yeah, I hope that happens as
Yeah,
well.
and Arnav has a very valid point, right?
Yeah,
That CFC play better against big teams. That's a very interesting fact, right?
yeah,
So for me, it's something it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one, and Malik Arjun, the Thapa regretting is again. For the money that he's received, he's most probably not regretting it because he sorted himself out and his family. So from a financial standpoint, surely not. But from a playing standpoint, yes, he will. But the point here at the end of the day is that a team of of the potential that Mohun Bagan Super Giants have, they totally bottled it today, and therefore they've only themselves to blame because they were at the half-time break. As said, I felt job done. They're going to get another one, coolly played down. And I don't know what Owen Coyle said, but and you could hear Owen Coyle shouting, communicating this. And you saw the chaos on the Mohun Bagan bench regarding a substitution. I think it was Kauko who seemed to be injured. And then they took their time. There's that, everything. And then they're trying to give more instructions to Cummings and all that stuff is... I don't know. I don't know. And they rely on their strikers, right? They rely on their strikers, and that Sadiko penalty. I'll put out an old joke. That's a typical Albanian falling down. When he sees the ground sort of situation, and he was trying to hit out at Ankit. If the referee, another referee sees it another way, he gets a red card and gets sent off. So therefore, it was some sort of a, sorry for Mohun Bagan fans, but this was justice somehow.
Let's just talk about Thapa now because it seems that his career has sort of taken a downturn because you don't see him playing very well for Mohun Bagan, and his spot in the national team is not sort of guaranteed anymore. He barely gets minutes for the national team as well. Where is he going as a player? Because it's quite concerning to see that a guy who sort of promised so much while coming through has sort of not had the best of seasons this time.
I didn't hear which player you're talking about.
Anirudh Thapa, no.
Sorry. I think Anirudh needs to up his game, and he needs to find his position, and for me, clearly the way that Chennaiyin has used him over the years, and now coming to Mohun Bagan, I think he has to adjust to the club. And you see that, for example, Sahal has adapted himself much, much better to Mohun Bagan than Anirudh Thapa. And if you had asked me before the season, I'll be honest, I would have thought that Thapa will make it, and I had doubts about Sahal. I'll be honest, because I thought, what, Sahal is a very good technical player, but he needed to take that next step, and I felt he's taken that next step. But Anirudh Thapa, he's sort of a little stagnant at the moment, so therefore he has to up the game. I mean, even Deepak Tangri, of course, he picked up another yellow card today and all that kind of stuff. But I'm liking the destructiveness of Deepak Tangri that helps. Even that allowed Johnny Kauko to go up and score a goal, right? So therefore they are that there are players, right? And it just sometimes, even Jordan Murray had a brilliant day, and that's something, Connor Shields. I haven't mentioned the name. Vinci Barreto impressed me in that second half. I don't know what
Yeah.
you guys thought. I thought Vinci Barreto, you know, very, very impressed
Yeah.
by the way Vinci Barreto played, because he's another one of those wingers, right? You don't know. He might have a good day, might he have a bad day, and but to me is Vinci Barreto impressed me towards the end. He was pushing Ankit Mukherjee. Um, Struggled against me, but again, I expect Ankit
Yeah.
Mukherjee to struggle against me in a five-a-side game. But controlling those guys, right? So therefore, that's the thing where I say these players, if they want to have it in them, right? We've seen Ankit Mukherjee where you thought is, what are you doing, right? So therefore, Devjit today,
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
so therefore, yeah, very, very clear. This is
Yeah.
interesting game, and in the end, yeah, you can't even say Mohun Bagan were unlucky to lose. I have to say Chennaiyin deserved to win this one. That's something. Um, you know, that's a reality.
Yeah. Just want to pull out stats again. For you guys with regards to the game. 44% possession for Chennai. Um, of course, Mohun Bagan had more attempts. They had 21 attempts to Chennai's 14. Chennai had 5 on target, 12 on target for Mohun Bagan, but just not enough, I think, from those opportunities that Mohun Bagan had. But Anava, there again saying change club, probably Thapa. I don't know if he's thinking about it. I'm sure it's in his mind whether he's made the right decision or not. It just happens. And you mentioned Vinci Barreto because I've always thought that he's very raw. You just need a really good coach to work with him. I think there's something that can be done there. He's so raw. He's got so much explosive pace. He doesn't stop running ever. And
Yeah, I mean the
he,
point to me is also, if I look at the players and look at how they evolve and develop. Um, Again, that's why I said Sahal. You have to say Juan Ferrando got the best out of him, right? Until his first
yeah,
injury, and then he's been on and off because of those injuries. Um, Thapa under Ferrando and also now under Habas has still not found his place in the team. It looks like to me, to me is very, very clear. So therefore, yeah, let's see where it goes.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I know I saw a comment earlier. I think it was Rachit's comment asking for your predictions now. League Shield winners. We've been pushing it every week after week. We have 3 games left. Can we finally predict the League Shield winners? No.
Now it's Mumbai Cities to lose.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And
After today, I thought I would have said pre-match, even at halftime, as I've said, Mohun Bagan is going to win today. And now if I see this game, this was again a little bit the old Mohun Bagan of the Juan Ferrando era, sort of, right? I mean,
mm,
you seem to be in charge, but you don't, and then you lose it, and then you're a little lucky, but then in the end you bottle it. So I don't know. It's they can do better. They can do certainly better, but again, it was Chennaiyin, So therefore, yeah, that's the reality.
again, I think Shaggy saying it was a tactical masterclass in the second half. Own goalkeeping his attacking players in positions to capitalize on mistakes from Mohun Bagan.
But that's something that we have seen over the years from Owen Coyle. That Owen Coyle was and is one of the best coaches to have been or are in the Indian Super League. And you have seen him, be it at Chennai initially, be it at Jamshedpur as well, and be it now at Chennai as well, that he's had those matches where his tactics have really worked. Because, again, another player who I've forgotten to mention, Rafa Crivellaro, right? I mean, but the problem with Rafa Crivellaro, he'll play one good match and then, you'll miss him most probably for 3 weeks and then have to try and find a means and ways. To me, Rafa Crivellaro is one of those boys with the technical ability that he has. You just like to watch him, right? That cross that he put in, the Murray header, and that
Yeah.
brilliant hand save, by Vishal Keth. For me, this shows you what the capabilities really are, and what the possibilities also are in these kind of games. So therefore, huge respect to, again, the whole Chennaiyin squad. Even, when those who came in, played their part. I'm very happy for Irfan Yadwad, because I used to see him last season at Bangalore United. He made the jump from the third tier to the top tier. Has had a few minutes on and off as a substitute, but to keep that coolness in the 96th minute, to go around someone who's part of the national team, might look easy, but there would have been certain players who bottled it. Even Rahim Ali with that chance, right?
Yeah.
So to me, very good technique. And this is the thing. The problem is with these guys is they can play better, right? But they don't show it all the time. I've said that to Rahim Ali personally. I said this to me very clearly is you should, why can't you show? I've seen you as a junior for the youth teams abroad, what you can play. That is where I get angry with these players, to be very honest. So therefore, let's see. And Malik Arjun, you're right. Bangalore United, top of the league, 19 points in I League 2. Sporting Club Bangalore second. So it might be the year of the Bangalore clubs in the lower leagues as well. And Ashu is also right. Vishal Kate has some weak points, as we say, and therefore that's why I say, if we like it or not, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, with his mistakes, is still the best Indian goalkeeper. I have to say that. And we can go back into this whole discussion about team selection. There's that, all the things, there's another article which has appeared today about all these discussions. To me, very, very clear is every player has his strong points and his weak points. There is no player where you say, he only has plus, 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 plus. They all have their pluses and their minuses.
Absolutely. I know, again, my favorites, I've throughout the season, I think they've been my favorites to win Mumbai City. I just think there's something about Mumbai City, their composure, they can sort of play consistently throughout the camp.
And not only relying on their foreigners, the Indian boys have stepped up. I think that is what I say, to me very, very clearly, that this team, with all the challenges, with also the clear-cut decisions by the club, which other clubs have not done. I have to compliment Mumbai City on that, and Peter Kratky coming in, knowing nothing about Indian football, so therefore for me, of course they're spending money, but Mumbai City to me are spending their money wiser than most other teams in this league, and they've not just spent it on foreigners, they've spent it on their, on signing long-term contracts with young players. Gyani Nikum, they thought, listen, but again, they thought, listen, he's not ready for the ISL yet. Let's find him the right club. Send him to Inter Kashi. He's an influential player at Inter Kashi. Other players as well. Valpuya has been on loan, has done well. Naucha is now on loan. So therefore, I think the system works in the long run. So therefore, that is something. Hopefully, that will win it.
Separated and Arnav having they have differing opinions on number one keeper in India. Separated going for Gurpreet, and Arnav saying Vishal should be given a few chances. I think Gurpreet has been fairly consistent for BSC throughout the season. Probably been one of our better players, I'd say.
See, my point is that international experience counts. I agree that Vishal Kate should be given a chance in the national team, but it is not in a World Cup qualifier or the Asian Cup. Again, I go back to me, Intercontinental Cup, Three Nations. That is where you could have tested Vishal Kate or also Purba Lachempa. Why not give both of them a chance? Let's see what they can do. But to put Vishal Kate now into this team is also not fair on Vishal Kate, because you'll be the first one shouting Vishal Kate is not good enough to play for India.
Yeah.
Because this is a losing situation for any player to come into this Indian team at the moment. But again, we're digressing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I want to bring it back to Mumbai City. I'm sorry. The pressure. I don't know if it's pressure, but the ball's passed to Mumbai City. Now it's their turn to do the job, and it's their turn to sort of get the points against Hyderabad, who have shown that they have character, they've got fight, and they've got bit of flair and talent in that young Indian side. You think at Hyderabad they can cause an upset tomorrow?
Um, to me, I think Mumbai City will have done their homework. Um, Today's match is another added piece of motivation to them to try and get closer to the league shield, because then, as I always say, points on the board are more important than saying, listen, I have 2 matches or 3 matches pending. And then, I know a couple of friends of mine who are Mohun Bagan fans who said to me, you know what, uh, uh, um, to me is we will go above Mumbai City on Sunday, you know. And I didn't say much, because I thought, okay, yeah, that surely it's possible, and it would be normal for Mohun Bagan to beat Chennaiyin and go above Mumbai City. But this season, as I've said now, I think we've been saying this from October onwards, is that this season is just insane. So therefore, also for Mumbai City, they need to play Hyderabad tomorrow, get the 3 points, and if you have that 5 point cushion, that puts even more pressure on Mohun Bagan in their next game. So that is the charm now of the season, that Mohun Bagan in their next game. I'm just checking. Did I miss something? They play Punjab, and I don't think Mohun Bagan will like to play Punjab away in Delhi.
Absolutely, I think yeah, and that front three is going to be testing. But Anava, a prediction for tomorrow's game?
Um, Ideally, a 2-0, a 3-0.
Okay, Econ alone, as is also saying, frankly speaking, Mumbai should thrash Hyderabad FC. They're table toppers for a reason, and I know Hyderabad FC are doing decent as a young squad, but for Mumbai, no excuses. Absolutely, I think I completely agree. If you want to be a top side, no excuses. Go and do the job. Get the job done. You're the favorite team, and to win this game, and yeah, I think fair enough. I think those expectations are all right. I know 3 games for Mumbai, Odisha, Hyderabad, and Mohun Bagan. How many points do they get in these final three?
Uh, I would love Mumbai City to win the next three and actually finish on 50 points. I think that would be would be something very, very respectable. Can it happen? Yeah, maybe. But yeah, as long as now, I think for Mumbai City, is it doesn't matter as long as you win. I'm fine. I'm fine with the whole situation, because I think if they win tomorrow, you move on to 44 points. You have that 5 points on Mohun Bagan. Mohun Bagan will be under pressure, and that that is something which will be very interesting to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's also Krish saying I don't think has any better sweeper keeper than Lachan. I actually agree because I don't think we don't have that style of keeper, and it's lovely to see somebody coming up like that, and would be really nice to see
But
it. In,
but again, you see always that Lachempa also does his mistakes, right? He's conceded goals, he's conceded penalties. So therefore, that's the question: is who do we want? How do we want to play, right? And therefore, if I'm using a Lachempa as a goalkeeper, I have to play differently, right? And then the question is, who is our national coach, which is again another topic, but I don't want to touch that topic today. We'll touch it another day. We've still got enough to speak about it, but this is something that we so now the situation is for Mumbai City. Yeah, it's theirs to lose. So therefore, 2 points advantage. That's very good.
if Ash asking, by the way, are you guys not watching Arsenal versus Man City? That is exactly the agenda for me, at least. I never
Yeah.
to go and yeah, basically break my head there because it's more stress and we love it as football fans. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us in the chat for this Mohun Bagan Super Giant versus Chennai post match preview. It's been a fun evening. I think it's a great start. I really hope for myself that Arsenal end up winning and make it even better. Thanks Adam for joining. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channels Sports Kabri, Arun Foot, and Curious Harry. Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.